Coulomb's law deals with the forces between charged objects. If I have two charges like this negative charge and positive charge, they will exert a force on each other. Since they're opposite charges, they will attract. The amount of force depends on the amount of charge for object 1, the amount of charge for object 2, and the distance between them. The more charge, the greater the force. The more distance, the less the force. If you wanted to find the net force on a charge, so for instance, let's say that we had 3 separate charges and we wanted to find the net force on the central charge, then you would find the force between each pair. So we'd find the force between these two, and then we'd find the force between these two. We would then look at the direction. We'd see that the charge on the right is pulling this guy to the right. We'd see the charge on the left is pulling it to the left. So since they're in opposite directions, we would have to subtract. If it was not a linear charge configuration, but instead we had something like this, we would find that this blue guy was being pulled to the right and he was being pulled up. We would use our vectors to figure out the net force, which would be some angle in between the two. So just use Pythagorean's theorem and some trig to find the net force on this charge. To actually find the value of the force, we use Coulomb's equation, which states the force electric equals Cc, Coulomb's constant, 9e to the 9th, times charge 1 in coulombs, charge 2 in coulombs, and distance in meters. So if these are my two charges, the amount of force depends on the amount of charge and the distance.